Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I work and I'm studying English as well.
And what's your job?
I work in a hairdressing and I do manicure, I do nails. I work part-time.
And how long have you done this job?
I've been doing this job for almost 1 year.
And do you like it?
Actually, I don't like it very very much. The part that I like is that I can communicate with people, and it's good because I'm living in Portugal and it improves my Portuguese. I can speak Portuguese with people. But I don't really like the job. I prefer the other kinds of the job. Maybe I like interior designer, and I like to do some handicrafts, these kind of jobs.
Okay, and what job do you hope to be doing in 10 years' time?
In 10 years' time, I'd like to have my own shop and to do handicrafts like jewelries, like necklace, earrings, and sell them.
Okay, let's talk about free time. How much free time do you have?
As I told you, I work part-time, so I have pretty much free time. I work just 3 days a week. So.
And what do you usually do in your free time?
I usually study English and sometimes study French as well. And I read books. I like to watch a movie. I walk at the beach. I like to go shopping.
And do you think people these days should have more free time?
I think so, because people are working a lot and they are not with their family. They can't take care of their children, and yeah, I think they have to have more free time.
Let's move on to talk about learning languages. What languages can you speak?
I speak Farsi, which is my language. I speak English, a little French, a little Portuguese.
And how much do you enjoy learning English?
I enjoy a lot. I like learning language. I like to know other people, other cultures. I enjoy it.
And what activity do you find most useful for learning English?
I think writing is very useful for me, because I have to concentrate, I have to use the new words that I've learned, and talking as well is very useful.
And what do you find most difficult about learning English?
For me, it's vocabulary. It's very difficult because every time I learn new words, I memorize it, but because I don't use it a lot, I forget it in a couple of weeks. And especially more advanced words that we don't use in our speaking, in our communications. It's difficult to memorize.
Okay, next I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Here's some paper and a pencil, and I'd like you to describe someone you know about who works hard.